Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new series I'd like to start with the game Ready or Not. So this is the version 1.0 since its latest update release on December 13th of 2023. And I've had this game for a short period of time, been able to play with it for a bit now, and I would like to go ahead and show you guys my tactical skills. So if you guys are not familiar with this game, it is a first-person shooter, a very intense, very in-depth game when it comes to realistic play. To a certain degree, it is obviously a video game, but this style of game here. So basically, what this game is about is basically you are a part of a SWAT team. You are the commander of the SWAT team, and you are tasked with missions to take down drug locations where there's involving weapons, barricaded subjects, hostage rescues, stuff like that. So there's kind of like a storyline that you can follow in this. And so we're gonna be starting brand spanking new. Now, since the update with the new version 1.0, guys, there has been a lot of changes to the game. The AI operators are a lot better. They're not as dumb as what they used to be, where they would always be getting in your way. There wasn't as many in-depth commands as you could give them, but now with this new update, they've added more commands. They've made them smarter, so that they will actually, operate as like a SWAT operator, which is very nice. There's different levels of difficulty for the game as well too that we can delve into later on, but basically this game, again, like I said, it's solely based around you are a SWAT team leader operator following a storyline here in Los Sueños, with the Los Sueños police department. And also too, what they have added since the change is the ability to be able to add more SWAT operators to your team, and then you can basically filter them through, swap them out for operators who've already been on a mission or two and have a level of stress, or they reach a level of crisis and they need to go talk to the therapist. Then you can send them off to speak to the therapist, and then you can move the next operator in line up as part of the team. So this is a very, very fun, very unique game. It also is very challenging. It definitely tests your tactical abilities in regards to going up against enemies that have extreme firepower, as well as if you get hit, you could lose a limb, you could receive heavy bleeding, which you need to basically bandage up, or else you'll bleed out. You can also lose operators as well too with the new update as well. So if you lose an operator, I mean, that's an operator that's off your team. You no longer have them, so you'll have to basically, in a sense, hire a new operator as part of your team. So guys, we're going to get into this. We're going to get into the single player mode. We are going to go into Commander. And so like I said, I've already started one here. I'm not that far into it, so we're gonna get into it. So this Iron Man mode, this is kind of more for your professional, pro players to the game. We're definitely not at that level yet. So we're gonna start out without the Iron Man mode. We're gonna hop into the Los Sueños police headquarters. So you can read that if you want to pause it and read it, but that's just some commander notes for you.
Officer Cooper, please call desk.
So basically, this is Los Sueños Police Department. You have your briefing room right off of the main entrance right here. And then directly on the other side here is the SWAT unit, basically kind of like a little barracks area here. So there's a variety of locations where you can go to in order to do any level of customization. You can go to any of these and you'll be able to customize both your loadout and your character. Now, on top of just being able to customize yourself, but you can customize every operator as part of your team. Now, as a team, you are a member of one of 5 teams. Now, again, you are the commander of the team, and then you've got 4 operators below you. Now, you can customize the loadout to various things, such as the weapon. The one I like to use is the ARWC. You got a variety of scopes that you can choose from. I usually typically go with the hollow sight, the suppressor. I usually go with the angled foregrip, and then the flashlight most times. There are some missions that are more in the night that would require night vision, be best for it. And I usually go with the Glock 19 as well. Underbarrel, I typically do flashlight. We can do suppressors on this, or you could do a compensator, which obviously off to the right here, as you can see, it has its variable effects. Reduce vertical recoil, reduce horizontal recoil, reduces muzzle flash, and as well as we get the suppressor and its effects. I think I'm going to throw on the compensator. I actually typically don't usually run a muzzle attachment, but we're going to run with the compensator and see what that does. We could also add a red dot or not. I think what we will do is, why not? I have actually not ran with an optic before. I typically roll just with the irons. But for this, we will go ahead and get into it. Now, these are the vest loadouts, so you can do no armor, which is probably not the best move. You can also do the stab vest, you have the light armor, and then the heavy armor as well. Now, obviously, each one will determine how many level slots that you can utilize. Now, obviously, stab vest has got 15. You have 9 slots with no armor, 13 for light, 11 for heavy. Now, understand as well too is that depending on what armor you use is probably going to depend on your movement and level being able to stamina as well too. The heavier the heavier the stuff is going to be, the more it'll affect you, at least from what I have gathered. I typically like to keep it at the light armor, and I keep it front and back coverage, and I use ceramic. But each one, as you can see, has its own varieties of like what it can withstand and what it will not withstand. Now here's the ammunition. Now you have the armor piercing and then the jacketed hollow point. Now I typically like to run jacketed hollow points, and I usually run, depending on the mission, I'll run 3 to 4 megs, and then I usually run with 2 spare sidearm magazines. For some reason, magazines slipped from my mind. I usually run 2 spare magazines for the pistol, and now we have our deployables. We have flashbang, CS gas, stinger grenades, C2 explosive, wedge. This is usually to be able to prop a door, keep it from closing, pepper spray, lock, pick, gun, and then taser. Now, I'll hold on to a taser, but I usually don't use it very often. We'll take off these 2. I usually like to go heavy on banes, just because if it's needed, it's needed. We can also do a stinger, and when I'll do a door wedge, we'll actually do 2 of those, and that will bump that up to 13. Now, for this very first mission that we're going to come across is basically a gas station. So it basically starts out easy, works its way up to harder difficulty levels. So this one I can usually run with 3 mags of rifle, 2 mags of pistol, call her good. So also you can customize your gear as well. So basically you can change the stuff out. So I have unlocked this. Apparently anything I've unlocked, it carries over to other profiles as well, but I've unlocked this one in a previous mission from my other profile. But you can, yep, so all these were I had unlocked while playing with the other profile that I have. But you can basically run through here and pick just a variety. You got watches you can do, you got tattoos, belts. I usually like to run that belt. the different types of armor that you can choose from. It defaults with this one, right? Actually, it does not. It's had a different one. But anyways, but you can choose, the coloring, stuff like that, black or, OD green, whatever you want to do. And then you also got the variety of different headwear. You can do rock, no helmet if you really want to test your abilities that way. Helmet only. Anti-flash goggles is good for flashbang deterioration. Ballistic mask. You've got your gas mask when you plan on using any CS gas. And then 2 different nods. Now, you have the NVGs and then the GP NVGs. The GP NVGs basically, in a sense, just kind of widens your view above the NVGs. Now, for this mission that we will be doing right off the bat, we do not need nods or anything like that. So we're going to stick with flashlight attachments for both our rifle and our pistol. And basically, so this will take a little bit of time. So we're gonna kind of skip through this. I'm not gonna have you guys sit here and watch me do this the entire time. But I'm gonna basically just kind of go through and customize everybody's loadouts to specific equipment that I want them to carry, and go from there. So I will see you guys very soon once I'm done customizing this in the briefer room to start the mission. Alright, so we'll do a quick tour. I know I said I was going to meet you guys back in the briefer room, but I'm going to kind of show you guys what all you got down here. So they definitely changed basically the way that the police department looks, which is actually really cool. So you have our training facility down there, but it's obviously blocked off. I wonder if they may open that up in the future after some updates. We'll find out. You also have the shooting range here, and you have the armory, and there is a shooting range system instead of basically just going up online and just shooting. They do have like a little bit of a shoot house, which is actually really cool to really kind of test your abilities of running around and shooting at basically paper and steel targets. So we're going to go into the briefer room here, which is where you get your missions. You get them right here at the table, and you can search through whichever ones you want to do. But obviously, starting fresh out, you basically kind of go in order, kind of following the story of the game. Now, here is basically your team. You have up to 4 team members, including you, so for a total of 5. So you start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you have a slot here. So this question marks means you can hire another operator, and then each one unlocks after so many missions that you complete. So we're going to come here. So right now, what we have is this guy is a pacifier. So basically, his skill increases the likelihood of suspect surrendering when hit by less lethal munitions. So is that operator pretty much... oh, actually, never mind. There we go. I got to click. We got a moral officer. Makes it even more beneficial for your team's mental health to arrest suspects alive. We have a veteran, which increases the overall accuracy of your team. The negotiator, which increases the likelihood that suspects will immediately surrender upon compliance yells. When compliance yells from you and your team. The SPAGS decreases the overall stress gain of your team. And then we have another pacifier. So you kind of want to like balance out your team. So here we also have the status, which they are content right now. Obviously, this is changes from stressed to crisis, whatever it may be. And then you also have send to therapy. This will highlight up when you are able to send one to therapy, and I would highly recommend doing this, because if you don't and they reach to a too high of a stress crisis level to where they can't handle it anymore, they will actually drop from the team and resign. You can also fire them if you want, if you really want to. So we're going to come here. We have moral officer, intimidator, and a nutritionist. Intimidators increase the impact individual officers have on suspect morale, and then the nutritionist increases the overall health of you and your team. Nutritionalists are good to have, so we're going to pick him and be part of our team. Alright, so we're going to come out of that, and we are going to come to the mission board. So the very first mission is Thank You, Come Again, which is at the For You gas station. So what you can do is you can select the mission, and then what you can do is you can bring up the operator, or your basically. So this is like your, as a team leader, you get have access to this to be able to bring up the briefing of the mission, and then as well as you can go through your roster to see your team members, a map layout of the building. You can even bring up a legend as well. You can add markers. You can do a lot of very unique stuff to this. Now, I don't actually know how to delete. That was actually my first time I had ever done that. But, so basically we can come back to the briefing and we can play this, and it will read through this entire mission and like basically why we're being called. So let's listen into this.
Listen up. At around 2300, we received multiple 911 calls from the 4U gas station at 5th and Van Drake and Southside. We believe this to be a stick-up robbery with multiple armed suspects. At this current time, we don't know the condition of 4U manager Mudassir Varma or Charla Layton, with both calling in during the robbery along with multiple other civilians in the premises, including Charla's daughter, Crystal Layton. First responders began locking down on the scene at 2340, containing the area for D Platoon's arrival. An officer on scene reported the sound of gunshots at 2345 within the main building. We can identify all three suspects on the scene: Andre Williams, Zion Pretlow, and Jaden Fletcher. All have their own run-ins with the law for drug-related offenses or violent crimes. Be advised, some or all may be under the influence of methamphetamine and incredibly erratic. This potentially showing their true motives to feed a lethal addiction, even with the stick-up being high risk. We can assume their move was calculated, with DeBanco stopping by before the robbery for regular pickup of cash stored on the premises. DeBanco's employees are known to be at risk during their shifts, with many criminal acts committed against them, such as assault and attempted robberies. Along with the front entrance into the store, there's a second method of entry into the diner side area on the northern side. If both locations aren't viable options, there are two alternate entry points on both sides of the building. One may require a key card used by employees. You should be able to find it in a Knox box on scene. Suspects may have broken away from the main building into the side garage on the eastern side. Exercise caution when moving around the exterior. It is unlikely the suspects are wearing armor. They are armed and have demonstrated their intent to cause harm. We do know at least one of the suspects is carrying a 9mm semi-automatic pistol, as described by a witness. Remember to only use lethal force on what you deem as an imminent threat to you or your element, as well as civilians present at the scene. Plan and coordinate your actions accordingly. And get to work.
All right, so that is our scenario, guys. So we can also go through and check out each of the suspects. So we've got Andre Williams, Jaden Fletcher, and Zion Pretlow, right? And it also gives us their gender, their height, weight, their build, as well as their date of birth, and as well as a brief little kind of like a, what do you call it? History. We'll say history about them. And then we have a bunch list of civilians as well. We've got Charla Layton, Krista Layton, which is Charla's daughter. And then we got Mudassir Varma, which is the day shift manager. Looks like we got some media sightings as well. Very interesting. Oh, we actually have recordings as well for 911 calls. Let's see what Charlotte's 911 call is.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello, my name is Charlotte Layton. I'm at a gas station and need help right now.
Ma'am, are you at the 4U gas station on 5th and Van Drake South Side?
Yes! Please help. I got separated from my daughter, Crystal. They're shooting people.
Okay, I need you to listen to me carefully, okay? Follow my instructions. You need to find a safe place anywhere you can hide, and I need you to stay on the line with me, okay? Officers are already on the way.
Okay. Please don't hang up. God.
I'm here, ma'am. I need you to stay hidden and quiet for me until officers get there.
Listen up. At around 2300,
911, what's your emergency?
Hello! I'm being robbed!
Okay, try to remain calm for me, sir. Where's the robbery taking place?
The foil gas station on 5th and Van Drake. Southside. No, I'm dying. They started shooting.
Officers are on the way, sir. I need you to get somewhere safe, okay? And if you're able to, please tell me how many people you saw inside.
I'm in the back room. I'm not sure how many. I think...
Sir? Hello, sir?
No!
Are you there?
Hello!
Sir?
No! No! No!
we received multiple 911 calls from the 4U gas station at...
Officer Bewley, report to staff training.
Alright, so now we have a list of objectives. We've got to bring order to chaos, arrest or neutralize any contact at the scene, rescue all the civilians, find Crystal Layton, and find the store manager, which, based on his phone call, I'm assuming he's probably dead. But this is something new that was brought in by the latest update for 1.0, which is actually very cool to see. And so we're gonna hop into the game here and hit our first, or knock out this first mission at the 4U gas station.
This is Talk. Entry team. Suspects have taken refuge in the
point.
area
On
and
me.
are
Move.
refusing to cooperate. Move in.
Alright, so I've typically gone through the main doors, which is right directly ahead of us here.
Police, get down!
Looks like they do have eyes on somebody. I'm not sure who. I couldn't really see anybody on the inside, but we're gonna come from the left side here.
Police, get down!
Got somebody right. Yep.
Get down!
Move and clear.
10-4. I'm going.
Turn around and stay still. Stay quiet.
I'm gonna move.
Are we gonna detain this guy?
Trying to live large, man. I got nothing.
Talk to high ground. Great work, entry team. Keep it
Fall in
up.
behind me.
Behind you.
I don't know where his. Oh, there's his gun. So you can also bag the weapons that they have, for basically evidentiary purposes. Okay.
Element. Post up on the right.
Roger. Locked.
Check it with the mirror.
No problem.
Okay, so we're gonna cover this door while boys are gonna be checking out the inside of that door there.
It's good. All clear.
Or we can also tell them to pick lock it as well.
Using the multi-tool.
Actually, probably best to stand right here.
Move in and clear.
Copy.
Let's go. Get down and put your hands up.
Arrest him.
All right, let's
ready.
restrain this guy.
Let's go.
Talk.
Civilian ready for transport.
Talk to entry team. Roger, entry team. Great work. Keep going.
Provide support.
Behind you.
So we can. So I also have a mirror gun, so I can look on the other side of the door here. So I can see this goes into the diner. So I do want to push the other side. The reason why is because there's a lot more action on the left side, or a lot more areas to cover on the left side than there is for that diner.
Down and keep it.
Oh, we've got heavy bleeding going on.
Suspect is down.
Okay, so they have actually allowed rounds to go through. So before the update, I had actually gotten a gunfight with somebody through a window, and they could shoot me, but I couldn't shoot them, and I died. So I'm glad to see that they fixed that. So we do have a civilian on the other side here. So we're gonna check to see. Door is locked, so we're gonna unlock the door ourselves by picklocking it.
Hands up above your head. Get on the ground now. Restrain him.
Got it.
You're safe now.
We're just gonna kind of hold point here.
Go.
See, okay, they got nothing there. Small bathroom. We'll have another small bathroom in here. Ah, dang.
Talk reporting. Roger that.
Secure him.
Medical assistance
I got
is
cover.
standing by.
Suspect ready to go. Secure.
Okay,
Get down.
so I want to close that for right now. I want to see what's outside this door. This should go to the outside. It does. So we've got... So that is just a cardboard cutout. Don't worry about that. We got one civilian. I don't see anybody else on the outside, but we'll cover that at the end. So I want them to stack up.
Split the stack and provide cover.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna check this out real quick. I bet you that's Crystal. We need to go get her. Okay, I got nobody. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. We got nobody in there.
Move in and clear it. Affirmative.
Move, move, move! I got an opening up ahead.
On the left. On the right. I'll get the closet. Good here. Fall in behind me. New contact. Down! Suspect down! Wounded!
Talk to entry team. Copy. Clean house, and we'll take them out.
So they obviously know that we're here now. So I don't want to waste too much more time on this. We need to keep the ball rolling.
Elements to talk. We have a suspect down here. Need Thames ASAP.
This is Talk. Copy. EMPs
Oh,
and trailers
God.
standing by.
Dang. Oh, here's the store manager.
High ground to talk. We have a civilian down here.
Brains
Talk
blown
reporting.
right off. Top of his head is actually basically just scalped off.
Restrain.
So I make sure we ain't got
Suspect good to go.
no squatters hanging around here.
High ground to talk. We got a deceased civilian requesting Thames.
Talk to element. Copy that, entry team.
Alright, I want to check this door
Notifying
real
order.
quick. Because this just goes back out to where we were. Yep, so that's the door that I was talking about earlier that was on the right side. We're going to push into here. The detail quality in this game is quite insane.
Put your hands up! Hands up now! Drop to your knees!
Hey, I work here. Talk. Civilian secure.
Tie them down.
Reporting.
Get them ready.
Great work, entry team. Keep it up.
So kind of cover long here.
Civilian is ready.
Elements lead to talk.
Civilian good to go.
Talk to entry team. Roger, entry team. Great work. Keep going.
Okay, so I can hear the little girl, so
Entry team to talk. Civilian secure. Down on your knees, hands up!
Talk to high ground. Roger, entry team. Great work. Keep going.
we bring up our map here. We've got Crystal. We've got some more civilians to rescue. Now, we do have that one that was on the outside. Okay, that's for there. So it says that, so we've neutralized all the threats. So we need to head outside and get that one civilian. But what I want to do... Well, actually, no, yeah, we can go out this door. It's actually locked.
Use your tools on that.
We'll have these guys pick lock it.
Post up right side.
And we're going to pulse up right side the door. Oh, that just canceled the pick lock.
Using the multi-tool. Open for business.
Open the door. Clear it.
On it. Go, police! Get down! Opening on the right.
Opening on the left.
Cuff him.
I'll get him ready.
On me.
You got point.
Alright, let's detain these guys.
Get you out of here.
You got the wrong
Talk to entry team.
Civilian good to go.
Excellent work, entry team. Report to center for debrief.
Awesome. So at the end of each mission, you get graded on how well you did. You can also, so you can have positives and negatives. As of right now, everybody is still content, which is very good. All right, and that will conclude the very first mission in Ready or Not with the Los Sueños Police Department as a SWAT team member and team leader. So if you guys enjoy this this kind of content, if you enjoyed watching this, feel free to give it a like, as well as leave a comment. Let me know that you are enjoying it, and we're going to continue through the game, hitting one mission at a time for each video. I believe there's about 14 or 15 missions, so we'll have 14 or 15 videos. We may even throw some other ones later on after the series, just some more kind of like challenging things. We might even throw the Iron Man mode on. We may do kind of like some challenging, like pistol only rounds. We'll see how we'll see how things go. But until next time, guys, you guys take care. Thank you for your views for my content. It's greatly appreciated, and I will see you guys next time on Ready or Not. Take care.